Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, August 11th. This is what I pulled out of my garden today. It's got scallop squash and some tomatoes. It is about 70 something degrees outside. It's going to get up to 94 today, which is better than 103 like it was yesterday. I wanted to give you an update on the spider bite on my leg, which I'm rubbing right now. I made a video yesterday about it after I left, but I cursed in it. So I decided not to put that up, and I decided to go to bed on the situation. I'm still going to send an email to customer relations about what happened. So this is what happened. I got there, I checked in, my wristband said 147. They did my vitals or whatever. The lady said, "Your pain?" I said, "The pain is throbbing. It's about a 4. And I said, "It hurts to the touch and it's itchy." It's like the space is growing where it's itchy. And so I sat there and I sat there and I sat there to about 6:15, and then I finally got up. I go, did they forget about me? Because I know that I needed to kind of get home and water my garden. If they were about to call me right then and there, I wouldn't have worried about coming home watering the garden. And I shouldn't have been thinking about watering the garden. I should have been thinking about my health. But I just wanted to know where I am. So it took them a couple of minutes, and then the nurse said, "You're right at the top." And I said, "Oh, okay, so they're going to be calling me." And then she made the next statement: "If 2 more patients that aren't more urgent than you come in, then we'll take you." I said, hold up. You telling me, hypothetically, I said, you telling me at the top of the list, but hypothetically, I may not get in if 2 more people are more urgent than me. I said, so you're telling me that I could be potentially sitting here for like 24 hours just waiting for you to look at my leg. I said, no one's come in a while. Wouldn't it be more beneficial just to get an RN or physician's assistant because technically you really don't need a doctor. You have a physician's assistant or RN to come look at my leg and say, yeah, that looks like this swelling. I've seen this before. Or maybe take a test or do something and then sit me back out here, because other people are getting diagnostics, x-rays, peeing in a cup or whatever. To me, that would be more realistic. But what you'd say to me is, well, you're at the top of the list, but if 2 more hypothetical maybe patients come in that are more urgent than you. And I said, I'm in urgent care. I said, I got here at 1:47. I said, I'm not saying there's people in here that aren't more in critical need of me. I said, but I've been sitting here for a while. I said, so when does it become that I'm a patient that's in need? When do I become urgent? When do I become necessary to be seen? She said, well, you're not saying you have a fever. You're not saying. I said, but that's not the point. I said, I've been sitting here. No one else has come in. I would think you guys would put me on a roster like, take her next. Just go ahead and take her next. Because I wasn't an easy patient. I said, I told you guys, I saw my doctor on Monday. It wasn't like I didn't see a doctor. I went in for a follow-up on something else, but I told my doctor, hey, look at the spider bite. The doctor looked at my spider bite. She says, put hydrocortisone cream on it. I've been putting hydrocortisone cream on it all week. This started last Saturday. I went to the doctor on Monday, and I told the doctor I've been doing that. I said I'll continue doing that. To me, it's not getting better. It seems like it's spreading. So when do I become an urgent patient to you? Because sometimes, even though I'm not, it's a throbbing pain, even though I'm not in a lot of pain and I don't have heavy breathing, everybody's body system is different. I could be having a delayed response to something. It's possible. And it's possible it's healing and it's just looking ugly. I don't know. But why don't you look at it and say, well, ma'am, it is healing. This is the way they heal. Why don't we give you a different type of topical? Why don't we give you a pill that you can take inside that'll help it heal faster? Something. What you want to tell me is that I'm in urgent care and that a hypothetical 2 hypothetical patients may come in, and then you still gonna make me wait longer than those 2 patients. I said, why don't you get somebody and send them to, if they're that urgent and they can't breathe, why don't you send them to emergency? And she said, yeah, they should be going to emergency. I said, why don't y'all send them to emergency? So I went and I sat back down in the waiting room. And of course they apologized. Apologies is not getting my leg seen. And then this patient or patient's family looked at me and she said, well, what they're saying is this. And I looked at her and she said, you know, I said, first of all, you came in here like 2-3 hours after me. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm not saying you're not urgent. And the other patients understood. They're like, you've been here this long? And they were really sick. And I said, yeah, I said, I'm not saying you guys ain't in urgent need. And I looked at her, I said, I know you're trying to be rational right now. It's like, but you need to be quiet. I said, because I'm not hearing you. And her mother said, yeah, honey, you should be quiet. Be quiet. She said, because I work. I said, I didn't ask you. Am I talking to you? I didn't ask you. See, people getting in your business. And I was finna curse at her if she would have kept on talking. She was like, I understand you need to vent. Yeah, shut the hell up. I need to vent. I'm not talking to you. See, that's how Karens be getting knocked the hell out on camera. Because I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the medical practitioners that are sitting at this desk and trying to rationalize with them. I'm not talking to you. You need to shut up and stay about my business. Shut up. And so a guy that's holding his wife, and his wife was in need. I get it. Bring her in there. But how long? I said, I want to know, what is it going to take for you? Hell, you could have left me in the waiting room, pulled my pants up, say, you know what? We've seen this. Let's go ahead and get you an order to go here. Let's get you some medicine. It probably would have took 10-15 minutes to see me, because I'm not as urgent as everybody. But I did come to urgent care, and I have been there a few hours before everyone else. I have my computer with me. I'm sitting there doing activities for my program that I'm in. So around 6:30, excuse me, just a moment. So at 6:31, I was in my car and I was leaving, and I called my mom. My mom said, you stayed there all that time? I said, they still not calling me. I got home. It was 7, a little before 7, a little after 7. I put on my garden stuff, came out, just start watering, trying to get my mind non-flustered. By 7:31, they're calling me. Miss Carter, you can register. This is registration. We're calling you. I said, I'm not there. I said, I left, and I'm putting in a complaint to customer relations. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. And again, sorry is not helping my it's not helping my situation. Sorry, I had like an aphid on me. Not helping my situation. Then I got out of the garden, washed up, put on my pajamas. Around 8 something, registration. Miss Carter, we ready to see you. I said, somebody just called me about 40 minutes ago. I told them I'm not there. I'm at home. I'm not there. 2 hours later. So I probably would have been sitting there for 2 more hours before they felt the need to see me. That's unacceptable. Maybe there's some medical practitioners that watch my channel. Please let me know when my need becomes critical, because I could have came home last night. This could have got worse, and I could have really been sick, and then they would have been taking me in to emergency or something. I don't know what bit me. I'm assuming it's a spider. It looked like a spider, but what is that? Sorry. I don't know. But I'm just like, wow. But for you to say you're at the top of the list, but if 2 more patients come in that are more critical than you, then we gonna take them. You don't tell nobody that. You don't tell nobody that. You should say you're at the top of the list. They're gonna be calling you pretty soon, and leave it at that. And then when I went and sat down, here come a man. I need a wheelchair. My wife's really sick. I was like, oh, there it is. My waiting time has gone back up. So when do I become a necessity to you? I pay insurance and everything else, you know. So I'm going to, number 1, write the complaint to customer relations today. I had to really stop myself and really sleep on it and calm myself down. Actually, I'm actually getting more mad as I'm sitting here talking, but I had to sleep on it last night, so I'm done watering my garden. I'm gonna go in the house, clean up, shower, get my computer, write my complaint to customer relations, and now I have to get on my work computer because I think I have some meetings in the morning, but I need to be calling the same day line early in the morning to go see a doctor about my leg, this bite on my leg, since urgent care felt that I wasn't urgent enough. Or they could have told me when I got there, they could have brought a nurse out and said, ma'am, this doesn't seem as critical. Keep putting hydrocortisone cream on it and then call the same day desk to see your practitioner on Monday. You don't have nobody sitting in that room almost 6 hours and then tell them at the top of the list, but you may be seen as some hypothetical potential patients gonna come in. You don't do that. You don't do that. That was really, and I was really shocked with my hospital to do that to me. And I don't put complaints on them. I'm very understanding. And then the patient trying to talk to me, I'm shut up. And her mother looked at her and was like, kind of patted her like, yeah, be quiet. Be quiet, because you don't know. I may be sitting up here calm, but my leg, it's throbbing. Last night I kept trying to stretch it a couple of times, and it kind of felt like it was hurting, like a little tear on top. So yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with it for another 24 hours. Do a same day appointment. I'm gonna go onto my chart and see if maybe I can get some provider to look at me tomorrow. Maybe I could do it that way. I don't know. But that's the update on the urgent care situation and the spider bite. That's what I got. So I got a lot of tomatoes, scallop squash. I got some butterfly peas in my pocket. I got 1 egg. They're starting to lay eggs again. Fed the chickens. This is it for today. And I went and pulled the tomatoes this morning because I didn't want to be out here late. I did stuff yesterday so that I wouldn't be out here. So, as I always say, please find peace within yourself and be peaceable with everyone around you. I love you all. Please try to have a peaceful Sunday. I love you all. Bye.